Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at Crown Zenith and talk about the fact that no, I wasn't lying to you, and yes, it keeps coming back. Though there is a slight caveat, we'll get to that one in a moment. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I've been telling you about Crown Zenith lately. And I've been telling you how things are kind of coming in and out of stock, and frankly, people are panicking. And one of the points I've made in a bunch of videos over the past couple of weeks is that as it stands at the moment, all we have in terms of Crown Zenith, the only products that have actually been released in terms of Crown Zenith are the Elite Trainer boxes, both the regular and Pokemon Center exclusive, and the Regidrago and Regieleki collection boxes. That's it. That's literally all we've got, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing else that has actually been released. And what is going to happen over the next few months, and I do mean months, we're going till May, is that a bunch of this stuff is going to be released, revealed. No, it's already been revealed. It's going to be released. So there's going to be more and more and more stuff that is going to be coming down the pipeline. I mean, this coming Friday, we've got the release of the mini tins. Now, as a side note, I'm not a huge fan of the mini tins, and I don't think that's a terribly mean thing for me to say. I'm not a huge fan of the mini tins. I wish I liked the mini tins more. That would be lovely. I don't. Sorry about that. The good news is it's not just the mini tins that are being released next Friday, on the 17th. Next Friday, February the 17th. It's also the Crown Zenith Special Collection Pikachu V Max, which does have an exclusive Pikachu V and an exclusive Pikachu V Max, which they're the only ones in the entirety of Crown Zenith. Of all the products we're getting, they are the only promos that are not alternate art, they're actually new promos. And I've been telling you that this stuff is coming back. And this stuff is coming back, but it's actually even better than that. And we might as well start off with this quickly because this is really, really cool. It turns out, now this is currently on the Pokemon Center UK. I am not seeing this on the Pokemon Center US as it stands at the moment. But if anybody wants to correct me about that, please do let me know. But we've got this promotion going on. Free Sitting Cutie! I know! You get yourself a free Pokemon Sitting Cutie when you spend $30 on applicable stuff on the Pokemon Center. It's a nice little banner that says, gift with purchase on orders of £30 or over. Runs from midnight Friday the 10th of February, that's today, while stocks last. Excludes pre-orders. Just as a side note, it never includes pre-orders because then pre-orders might be cancelled, and even if they're not, you've got to actually put these Sitting Cuties aside and wait for when it comes out. Too awkward, give them out now. UK purchases only, so I don't think it's a US thing, I'm sorry. First 2,400 customers only, that's still quite a few. One Sitting Cutie selected at random, and look, they're all fire types. And obviously, It's kind of weird. It's kind of a mishmash. So you've got a couple of basic first partner Pokemon in Torchic and Chimchar. But then you've got a fully evolved in terms of Blaziken, but the stage 1 is not available. And then you've got one legendary in terms of Moltres, but just Moltres. And then you've got Magmar. And then you've got a couple of evolved stage 1s in Ninetales and Arcanine. But then you've got a basic that evolves into a stage 1 in Slugma. But you don't have the evolution. It's a random mishmash of 8 random fire Pokemon, and I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, this is wonderful, and I love it. And this is where we kind of get to mash these two topics together. Because on the one hand, I'm telling you that Crown Zenith is coming back in stock, and you all need to stop worrying. And on the other hand, I'm telling you about these free Sitting Cuties at the UK Pokemon Center. Well, wonderful news. Over at the UK Pokemon Center, everything's available. Now remember, there's only actually 3 products that have been released at the moment. Now, I know there is also the regular Elite Trainer box, but if you haven't figured it out by now, let me spell it out for you. Over on the Pokemon Center, they don't actually sell regular Elite Trainer boxes. They only sell the Pokemon Center exclusive ones. Feel free to be mad about that if you really want to. But the Pokemon Center exclusive ones are there. They're fine. Now, you will notice, of course, that the Elite Trainer Box costs £65. You will get your free sitting Cutie if you are quick. You will also notice that they've got both the Regidrago and Regieleki collections, which is awesome. They are the other products, of course, that have been released in addition to the Elite Trainer boxes, but they are only $19.99 each, so you'll have to spend an extra £10 and a penny if you want to go getting your free sitting Cutie. And incidentally, right, you should be trying to get your free sitting Cutie, because firstly, Cutie by name, Cutie by nature, they're amazing. Secondly, like the sitting Cuties, they cost like 10 quid each. So it's just like a free 10 quid plush when you spend 30 quid. Like, as far as deals go, that's pretty good. And look, I know as well as you do that these are probably just ones that were either they made too many, or there was an issue with the ordering where too many got made, or they're just not selling as well as the others. Although some of these, like Moltres and your Blaziken, are very, very cool. But regardless, they're there and it's lovely. So over on the Pokemon Center UK, right, there's no excuse whatsoever. If you're into Crown Zenith, now is the time to go. Over in the US, however, it's not quite so rosy. Now, don't get me wrong, they've still got the Regieleki and Regidrago collections in stock at retail, but you'll notice that the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box has actually been taken off of the listing. It's just not there. Like, if you search for Crown Zenith over on the Pokemon Center in the US, it's not actually showing up at all. Now, it's still readily available in the UK, just not in the US. And actually, if you search, it does come up. What I did initially was I followed a link from the homepage, a Crown Zenith link, and that just showed me the two products. If you actually search Crown Zenith, you do find the Elite Trainer box, but it is shown as sold out. So we're going to have to wait and see as to whether this comes back into stock or not. But then again, I literally did a video the other day, like last week sometime, where I showed you that this was absolutely in stock. So at that point, the UK one wasn't in stock. Well, now it is. And okay, the US one isn't now, but it was before. And I've been telling you guys all along to stop panicking. And I do think that's very important. I showed you the other day that those gold cards, yes, including Arceus and Giratina, have finally started falling in price. The whole set started just crashing very quickly. But, you know, those couple of gold cards were still holding on. Don't worry, they have started falling now as well, and things are lovely. But there are still too many people out there that are paying way too much for Crown Zenith, and like I say, we've got loads more products to be released yet, starting with the Mini Tins and the Pikachu V Max box coming out next Friday, going all the way up to early May, where we are going to get the Zacian and Zamazenta shiny figure collections that come with a whole bunch of packs, plus sleeves, same one in each box, but then you get your shiny card, as in the shiny version of the V, and the shiny figure, and the shiny pin. That ain't bad, ladies and gentlemen. That ain't bad. But there are still way too many people paying way too much for Crown Zenith. I mean, if we go over to TCG Player, always a good place to look, and we have a look at these Elite Trainer boxes, you'll see that the regular Elite Trainer box is still showing here at like a $65 product. That's too expensive. That's too much. Should be like $50. It's way too expensive. This is a regular one, not the Pokemon Center exclusive. This is how much you should be spending on the Pokemon Center exclusive, and yet this is the price for the regular. We don't like it, ladies and gentlemen. We really don't like it. And the Pokemon Center exclusive, now the good news is it did drop a couple of weeks ago. I like to think I had a little something to do with that, pointing out that people were spending way too much. But the fact of the matter is, it's still $100, and that's still absolutely ridiculous. The Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box should be like $65. It should not be it shouldn't be this expensive. It's kind of ridiculous. And I know that right now it's sold out on the Pokemon Center US, but a couple of weeks ago I showed you it was in stock, and a couple of weeks ago people were still spending well above retail on this, and it's just weird. If I go to UK eBay right now, bearing in mind, of course, that UK is where they are still in stock, the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer Box Pluses. If I go on eBay right now in the UK, bearing in mind I can buy them for 65 quid with free shipping, there's people listing them for 85 quid and 80 quid. Which makes no sense. They're literally in stock on the Pokemon Center. And this is where you guys go, well, come on, Wassy. Nobody's actually paying that, but yes, they are. Today, as I record this, today, in the UK, here are 3 people in a row that spent 80 or 85 quid on a Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer Box. Actually, they're all 85 quid, because the 80 quid one had 5 quid postage. And it's in stock on the Pokemon Center in the UK right now. Oh yeah, and you get a free sitting Cutie. Patience, ladies and gentlemen. People are rushing to massively overpay for Crown Zenith, and all I can tell you is, stop it. It's going to be okay. And if you're in the UK, go and buy them for 65 quid and get a free sitting Cutie and feel very good about your purchase. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about this. I want to know if you've picked up any Crown Zenith. I want to know what your pulls have been like. Oh, actually, I need to give a shout out to Joshua Cookson, who sent me a tweet today, who I do believe absolutely nailed this. Crown Zenith back up at UK Pokemon Center. The scaremongering by people wasn't worth it. And I think in that one tweet, Joshua has gone and absolutely nailed it. But now, ladies and gentlemen, like I say, let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at The Wassy. That's where we talk Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord and chat with us about Pokemon or anything else that takes your fancy, and get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Javier Garcia, who's been one of our supporters for a while now and is a very lovely person. So thank you very much for the support and for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.